officially 2 weeks out from stepping on stage for the second time. 2 weeks out from the Miami Muscle Beach, and I'm super excited. Last video you guys saw, I was 6 weeks out. It is Friday, and this whole entire week my carbs have been very low. We've been in a very depleting stage. The cardio's at roughly 45 minutes. It's currently 7:45 right now, and I'm about to check in with my coach. Luckily today, all of my morning clients canceled on me. I had 5 morning clients and they all canceled today, which was pretty good, you know, because I get to sleep in. But what's bad about it is that they don't get results, you know, and that's my job, is to help them get results. But fortunately they canceled, so I was able to sleep in well tonight, so I'm feeling very rejuvenated today. But what I'm gonna do now is just check in with my coach and show you guys how I look 2 weeks out from the Miami Muscle Beach. 183.2. So that's the lightest I've ever been. I've never been actually lower than that, so definitely the diet's working. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I look. In this house, the dogs always eat first. They go crazy every morning to get fed. Look at them chomping down. Must be nice to be the first ones to eat every morning. So guys, wanted to show you what I take every morning with me to the gym for fasted cardio. First thing, I take 1 scoop of this pre-workout 2.0 by Harder Than Last Time by Greg Doucette. I'm affiliated with this company. I'm gonna post my link down below. I'd appreciate it if you're looking for any supplements like pre-workout, protein powder. They have a really good sleeping aid that I use almost every night that helps me go to bed. I take that every night. I love their supplements, very high quality. Another thing that I take with me, 1 scoop of this Perilight. You know, it's pretty much electrolytes and BCAAs, just to make sure that I don't break down any muscle during my fasted cardio and to keep me hydrated. So I have these 2 shaker bottles, 1 scoop of pre-workout, which is about 100 milligrams of caffeine, with creatine. It's just an easy way to get my creatine for the day, 5 grams, and 1 scoop of this Perilight, which I take as I'm doing my cardio. All right, this I take it before cardio, and this I take it during cardio. All right, just this is my morning routine, and I've been really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying how the pre-workout makes me feel. It gives me a lot of energy to push through the cardio, and this helps me, keeps me hydrated, and I definitely feel a difference with my performance when I'm taking this during my pre-workout. It can be a placebo, but for some reason I just feel like during my cardio session, when I take my BCAAs with the electrolytes, I feel like it helps me push through. All right, so link in the description. So guys, for cardio, pretty much this whole entire prep, I've been doing the elliptical. And one thing I love about the elliptical is that it's a lot easier on my joints, and you're using both your arms and legs. And honestly, there isn't any other cardio machine that I've used where I'm able to burn the most amount of calories in the shortest period of time. So try this out. So guys, just got home from doing fasted cardio, and this is how I'm looking after cardio. Guys, I just got an update from my coach, and he likes how I'm looking right now, looking a lot tighter. And I'm super excited because he actually said for me to have a muffin pre-workout today. So super excited to have that muffin. And the best thing about the whole thing is that I'm training shoulders and chest today. All right, so I'm gonna walk you guys through a shoulder day, and I already know the pump is gonna be out of this world. So super pumped to train shoulders, especially because I'm having a muffin pre-workout. It's funny when you're in prep, just carbs excite you, you know. If you want to get super shredded, stage ready, it comes to a point where you have to deplete your carbs. It's just no way around it. You have to lower your carbs, your protein's very high, and your fat has to stay at a moderate level to regulate your hormones. You know, fat is very essential. So the best place to pull away calories to shed the fat is through carbs, because quite frankly, your body doesn't really need carbs, you know, but it is your body's main source of energy. So when you're, you know, digging into your body fat and your carbs are low, you feel very depleted. You feel almost like a zombie. So that's how I've been feeling this whole entire week. So it's very important to save your carbs around your workout. That's nutrient timing on prep is super, super important. Save your calories around your carbs around your workout, before your workout, so that way you can have the energy to perform well in the gym. So I'm having a muffin pre-workout, just like kind of as a refeed to fill up a little bit more, and train shoulders. Super pumped. So excited to walk you guys through that. All right. Hi, can I please have a chocolate chip muffin?
I'm not sure if we have any.
I'll have the blueberry then.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. That should be a crime. No chocolate chip muffins. Can you believe that? Man, I should have gone to Panera Bread and get their pumpkin muffin. Their pumpkin muffin's fire, but whatever. It is what it is. Gotta enjoy it. All right, so got the muffin in here. Blueberry's still pretty good. And look, it has all this sugary flakes on it. Man, haven't had sweets in a long time. All right. Guys, it's so good. That's a big dopamine hit right there. Gonna enjoy this, then walk you guys through a shoulder workout. So guys, for shoulders, I really like to start with rear delts. Any kind of rear delt variation. Here I'm doing face pulls. It helps to really warm up my shoulder joint, and at the same time, my rear delts are a weak point. So it's important to start with your weak points, to use up all your energy to try to develop them in the beginning. So if you have lagging rear delts, I recommend you start training them first. So here I'm supersetting rear delt flies with face pulls. This is an awesome superset. You get a really good burn and a really good pump on your rear delts, and you warm up your shoulders. I did about 3 to 4 sets, and as you can see here on the rear delt fly, I like setting the chair low and leaning forward into the pad. This, I feel like it isolates my rear delts way better compared to being more upright and with the chair higher. From there, I moved on to dumbbell overhead press. As you can see, I have the bench on a slight decline. It's not fully upright, and this allows for better front and medial delt activation, and it also keeps your shoulders safer as opposed to being upright. It can pretty much push your shoulders too far back. So when you're doing this exercise, make sure you're keeping your elbows underneath the dumbbells and you have a slight tuck on your elbows. So Here I did like 2 to 3 warm-up sets of 8 to 12 reps before I went to my heavy set, which is right here. I did the 85s. I was feeling really good, especially after having that muffin. It gave me a ton of energy to push the intensity. So I always go again from 8 to 12 reps, trying to push to failure or a few reps shy from failure. And then from there, you got to take the pump cover off. You should have a nasty pump by then after doing rear delts and a few sets of the dumbbell overhead press. So take off the pump cover and keep moving forward. Did another set with the 85s. All right. And I usually do 2 heavy top sets for my main movements. So the first top set, I try to go again 8 to 12 to failure. And then the second top set, I try to use the same weight. Assuming that I did go to failure within the 8 to 12 rep range, I use the same weight and I try to push as much as I can. If you pushed hard enough, there's no way you can get the same number of reps the second set. From there, I dropped 30% of that weight and did another 8 to 12 reps. Usually I'm only able to get like 6 reps after I do a 30% drop, and I only rest roughly about like 30 seconds for the drop sets. So I did 60, then I dropped down to the 45s, just trying to pump as much blood into the muscle. Okay, so this is another 30% drop, just making sure I'm trying to fatigue and get the most out of the workout. Alright, fatigue my shoulders. So that's that for shoulder press. From there, I moved on to chest. So again, I kind of start with an isolation movement. Here I started with pec deck flies just to pre-exhaust my chest and pump a little bit of blood. I did about 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps, not trying to go to failure. From there, I moved on to this decline press machine. As I showed you in my last video, I get a really good mid to upper chest activation when I lower the chair all the way down. So I do a couple of warm-up sets and then I work up to my top set. Here I did 2 plates, right? And I think I did this for 3 sets of 8 to 12, pushing all the way to failure. Okay, very important for any pressing movement. Like I mentioned in my last video, you keep your upper back tight and you get a really good stretch of your chest. Here is my last set. After I go to failure, I push for partials just to make sure I exhaust my chest. And here I did a 50% drop. I dropped 1 plate. And this is on my second set. On my second set, I did a drop set where I dropped 1 plate and then I try to squeeze out as many reps as I can and I hit partials again. So very important, you push the intensity if you're looking to put on muscle, and especially if you're dieting. The training is what's gonna maintain the muscle that you've built in the off season. From there, I moved on to this neutral grip overhead press. This machine is awesome because as you can see, when you push up, the handles come in. It's not just a straight line of force, so you get a really good contraction of your front delts because you're actually coming up and in. All right, and I superset that with partial lateral raises. So for these, I like to go relatively heavy and make sure I move with my elbows. A lot of people may say that I'm doing partials here, but trust me, if you go a little bit heavier, I say maybe 10 to 15% heavier than you do with regular lateral raises, and you push up with your elbows, right? Almost like you're trying to push against the door frame. You get a really good pump and really good stimulation of the medial delts. So here, you can already tell the muffin is doing its thing. One thing I like to do in between sets is just pose, just to make sure that I practice, right? It's a good time to practice in between sets you're posing, and it helps with mind muscle activation. So as you can see here, this is my last set, the lateral raises. My shoulders are really pumped here, and I really like this exercise for the medial delt. And this is something I've been incorporating a lot to develop them, because it was a very big weak point for my last competition. All right, from here I went straight to arms, so I superset decline bicep curls, dumbbell bicep curls with this machine right here, which is a cable overhead tricep extension. Every time I train arms, I like to superset opposing muscle groups. So as my biceps are resting, I'm hitting my triceps. As I'm hitting my triceps, my biceps are resting. So that way I get really good volume and quality reps and sets for both exercises. I know some people, they like to hit just bicep and superset 2 bicep exercises, but that's a good way to get a good pump. But I feel like the quality of the reps and contraction diminish, and I can't get as many reps and sets compared to if I use opposing muscle groups. And I've seen really good results with it. Again, I'm able to push heavier for each set, get better quality contraction, and more total volume, more reps and sets, which at the end of the day, that's what's going to build muscle. Increase in volume and intensity, and a combination with the pump, right? So here I'm training abs, just standing cable crunches, and might as well, as I let my abs rest, I moved on to cable tricep extension with the same machine. So I superset abs and triceps, just that way I can be more efficient with my time. When you're doing these, make sure you stretch your abs as much as you can, and you think about bringing your elbows towards your knees and letting all the air out, so that way you get a really good contraction. And as you can see here, I superset it with tricep extensions, and that's all for the workout. From there, I just moved on to posing, practicing my posing. Super important. You know, you're working hard for months, and it'd be a shame to lose just because you can't present your hard work. So make sure you practice your posing, especially if you're a competitor. And even if you're not a competitor, posing helps with mind-muscle connection, and it can help with mind-muscle connection in your workouts and get better pumps and better stimulation. So practice your posing, even if you're not a competitor, if you want to make gains, all right? With that being said, I really think I need a posing coach just to better my posing, just because there's always room for improvement, and I'm always trying to get better. And I know there's people that pose a lot better than me, but this is my posing at the moment. What's going on, guys? It is currently 9:15 p.m. About to have my last meal. Let me show you what I'm about to eat. Right here, I got 6.5 ounces of lean ground turkey, 200 grams of rice, and a little bit of salsa, mild salsa. All of my meals today were super high in carbs because I guess my coach, Steven, he wants to see how I look when I fill up, all right? Like, I had that muffin earlier today. The meal before this was whitefish and 200 grams of rice, so I'm eating really good today. Compared to the last 5 days, we were depleting. My carbs were really low. I had 0 carbs on my last 2 meals because we were pushing and digging into the body fat, so getting tighter. Super excited to have this meal, and yeah, that's about it. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed that shoulder workout, and catch you guys on the next vlog. Peace.